Hey guys, it's Wolfgar from 329. I just wanted to run you guys through a little bit of kind of um, advanced hero work and development, especially during this hero development cycle right here. So if you take a look, right now we're doing the hero event here. Post a couple points. Just going for that last box right there. I'm not going to actually upgrade anything today, but just wanted to show you guys kind of some of the hero plays and things to kind of focus on in terms of the heroes. I'm going to touch on, just to start, how to upgrade your heroes here and kind of how to build them without just pouring everything into one hero. One hero might be useful. I'll just show kind of the duels here, because the duels are always a good indicator. So one hero might be useful. This is a pretty small time duel. Only one of my heroes managed to get a skill off. The next one, again, only one of my heroes managed to get a skill off. He is the level 50 hero, so he managed to get some of those attack skills off. The next one was a pretty big time one here. And if you take a look, that level 50 did manage to get double the amount of attacks off during that particular round as any of the other ones. And then the next battle, again, he managed to get a lot of attacks off. But if you look, he had double the attacks and only about 5,000 more kills than Dez. So there's a little bit of disparity there as well. In this final battle right here so far, again, he got 3 times more attacks off and double the amount of kills as the other two heroes. So getting that hero up to level 50 obviously is super ideal, because you do get just a lot more kills from your heroes. Now, if I drop back to my hero list here, obviously getting your heroes to level 50 is kind of difficult, but it's not actually the level of the skill that's going to play that huge of an effect. So I'll take a look at my shooter here. His last skill here is not actually maxed yet. And if you take a look at all of his skills, I've maxed the ones that give resistance, might, and more might here, but I haven't actually maxed the attack skills. The reason for that is that would take me up from 141% to 149%. That extra 8% attack is really it's not going to get me that much. Then on this skill as well, that extra 4% attack really is not going to get me much. And again on this one as well, that extra 35% attack is not really going to get me that much in terms of kills. So I can actually hold off on upgrading these, because these cost 270 wisdom points each for level 9 and 400 wisdom points each for level 10. So this would take me about 2,000 more wisdom just to max shooter. But instead I'm going to save that 2,000 and invest that elsewhere. So instead of maxing these attack skills straight off the bat, what I do is I go through to my other heroes and I get those up nice and high. So if you take a look, I maxed the health bonus of Dez on here for level 45, but I still left the attack skill at 8. I did increase the resistance, but I haven't put that 400 into him yet, because it would take 800 just to get that up. But again, that's only taking me from 27.5 to 30%. So getting this up to level 9 is actually going to be most beneficial for me. So I'm only down 2.5% might and resistance on him, which it really is not that much in the big scheme of things. Because if you take a look at, again, these attacks here, if you actually look at the unit attributes and you look at that might, you look at that resistance, he's putting out, just in that APC, 233%. So this battle would not really change too much if that was 235%. Not really that much of a change in there. So it's not worth the 400. It's not worth the 400 wisdom points at this point to actually finish off that upgrade and get that extra 2.5%. Instead, I would prefer invest that elsewhere. So if we go back to the heroes, you'll see a common theme here. I try to get all of my heroes up to level 45 as quickly as possible so that I can get this skill right here, because this affects all squads in the heroes formation. So it says target all squads in the heroes formation. This is a super important skill because it gets all of these troops an extra 15% health. This one here only does the heroes squad. So I would prefer to max skill level 45 rather than maxing this one at this point in time. Again, you'll see the attack skills are all at 8 because really I'm not getting that much more attack. My silence skill is still going to be the same. The change for the levels here is all going to be the same. The percentage that it's going to hit is all going to be the same. The multiplier on the hero's level is all going to be the same. So leave that at level 8 for now and try max skill 1, skill 6, and skill 7 as quickly as possible, and get skill 2 and skill 3 and skill 4 up to level 9 as quickly as possible. The other ones you can really leave at 5 plus so that you can actually save as much of that wisdom as possible. You'll take a look and you'll see this is across the board for all of my heroes, which puts me 10, 9, 9, 10, 10. And again, this one applies to all squads in the formation with that extra boost. I'm going to have that on every single one of my heroes. I'm not going to have any of the attack skills maxed yet. And actually this one right here needs to go up a little bit. Because this is, again, putting it onto all of those heroes in the formation would go up by 4%, which is more beneficial than all of the heroes, all of the troops in the squad going up by 4%. So this is my next one that I'm building here. Warhound as well is actually going to be going up to level 45 here shortly. I have a lot of experience in order to do that. But I just wanted to show you guys, like, in terms of building these heroes up, don't max everything straight away. Max the particular skills that you want, skill 1, skill 6, and skill 7. But don't max the other ones yet. They're not worth it at this point, especially since at some point you're going to get a hero like this. You're going to get your S1 hero that you're going to want to put that stuff into. So right now, because I don't have the ability to awaken the Janissary, I don't put anything into them. These 32 levels are actually all by attacking zombies. So I've saved maybe 30 million experience by just attacking zombies on him. Same as Razor. I haven't put anything into him yet. Same as Militant. I haven't put anything into him yet. And same as Reaper. I haven't put anything into him yet. These are all just by building up the zombie attacks so far. So utilize those zombie attacks so that you can actually build the heroes up to that level 35. So as soon as you get a secondary one, you can awaken them and then actually put them into the APC. But for right now, I'll show you how I actually lay out my APCs here as well. So my APC and how I actually lay it out. Ballbuster here, this top APC, this is an all-vehicle formation. This all-vehicle formation, I have some pretty decent might and resistance coming from my war rooms. But in comparison to everything else from these heroes, that's relatively negligible. So when it comes to these heroes here, the way that I stack these, this is my attack formation. This is what I primarily attack with. So if you take a look at it, when I attack someone, this APC has to roll through up to 4 different APCs that are defending that base. So if we just quickly take a look at some of my battle reports from this past week, as I'm scrolling through here, if I'm going back to this server one here, and we're going to take a look at one of these attacks that looks like it rolled through a couple APCs. So this rolled through 4 different levels of this person's APC. So as we take a look, the skills we used a fair amount: 7, 5, 4, 3, 0, 4, and 1, 2, 1. Obviously, as they roll through a little less, they actually don't get used quite as much as they go through, because obviously these are really weak APCs that are defending here. If I go to a big hit, 155,000, I have one in here that's a much bigger hit that might be able to show this. So I think, let's just take this this hit here. This rolled through 3 APCs, 4, 5, 11 in terms of the skills used here, 3, 2, 6 in terms of the skills used, and 2, 1, 3 in terms of the skills used. Now, if we're taking a look at how these APCs, this is actually a different APC. This is actually my shooter APC that hit there. But as we look at these different APC hits, this one is going to be this one here. So again, decent hit. But what's happening with this particular APC and how I stack it is Forsaken here has some nice skills. Where his attack here, this is going to cause a weakening effect, decreasing the damage that they put out for 1 turn by 20%. Then his next attack is going to cause a silencing effect, making their heroes be unable to use their skill for 2 turns. So his 2 different attacks that he is using are causing negative effects onto their heroes. So if I want to be attacking someone who I have to roll through 4 levels of their APC, I want someone who can neutralize their heroes, because I'm going to be ending up going against up to 12 different heroes, potentially, if they had all 4 maxed with all 3 heroes in each APC. Then we take a look at Arsenal's skills. When he attacks multiple units. He attacks 2 enemy units within range, and he attacks 2 enemy units within range. So again, his skills are going to be causing a lot of damage to the enemy. That's ideal. You want to hit as many as possible. The goal of Arsenal being in the attack APC is that when he attacks multiple different enemy units, he will get a lot of kills, and your troops will not have to suffer the kills. Because if your troops are attacking, they are getting defended against. If your hero is attacking, he is not getting defended against. He is just killing. So that means you can roll through more APCs without actually having the same troop loss that you would have otherwise. So having someone with multiple enemy targets is really important in your attack APC. Now looking at Dawn. Dawn is a beast. He's attacking an enemy unit here, and then he is causing a piercing effect, lowering their resistance for 2 turns. So he is really, really effective with that. And his last attack here that I'm going to be unlocking probably next week is going to be attacking 2 enemy units on turns 3, 5, and 8. So in terms of that, you take a look at how my attack APC is set up. My initial line here is going to be attacking and weakening all of their troops. My second one is going to be attacking multiple lines, and my third one is going to be attacking multiple lines as well. Because this APC has to roll through up to 4 different levels of their APCs if I'm attacking their home. Now my defensive APC is a little different. Right now my defensive APC is, soon I'm going to be having it with some of these heroes in it. But this defensive APC has Destroyer, destroyer attacks a single enemy unit with a very high attack, and again attacks a single enemy unit with a very high attack. He's a very intro hero. He doesn't have too much going on. He attacks single units all the time, but he attacks with very heavy attacks. Now, if we take a look at Warhound, it's going to be very, very similar. He hits one enemy unit with a very heavy attack. He hits one enemy unit with a very heavy attack, but also, again, lowering their might. Now, in this one, he is a defensive hero. He is lowering their attack ability. So put him into your defensive APC because they are using resistance when you attack them, and they are using might when you are attacking, when they are attacking you. So put him into a defensive position, and he will lower their might by 30% for 2 turns. That's why he's in my defensive APC. Then when we look at Shooter here attacks multiple units with a heavy attack, attacks multiple units with a heavy attack, and attacks one unit with a very heavy attack. So in terms of that, again, he's just there boosting everyone's might and hitting really, really, really heavily on multiple different units. So in terms of that, that's how I build my APCs out, so that my defensive one has defensive heroes in it. My attack one has ones that will be able to roll through multiple different layers of their heroes without losing too many troops. Because the goal is to be able to roll through 4 APCs of theirs, if they have 4 defending, causing a really, really big hit and not actually losing too many troops. Because if your heroes attack more and they attack more enemy units, they will actually cause a lot of damage and a lot of death for the enemy units. I have one attack in here. I know I probably can't find it right now because I had a lot of attacks. But I did have one attack in here on the president of the last state that we hit. Might have been this one. Nope. It was against that guy, but I don't know where that attack has gone now. But in terms of that, it just shows that with that attack will roll through all of their APCs. For this one, I actually knew that he was packing all vehicles, so I increased my attack on this one. I actually put the skill on, and I increased the attack by 60%. I then rolled through with my defensive APC, but in a way that counted onto his vehicles, so that, again, I could just roll through all of his APCs here, which caused a 1.5 million point hit to all of his APCs here. So you can play with that a little bit. You can take a look at the attributes here. That does not reflect the 60% increase that I had by using that skill. But again, he had all vehicles, so that's why I went in with the shooter attack as well, even though these are defensive heroes in the shooter attack. If I wanted to be even more effective with this, I should have switched out my heroes really quickly so that I had attack-based heroes with my shooters. And I could have probably hit for closer to a 2 million point hit. But still, this is pretty decent. So that's how you stack, that's how you build your heroes so as to not waste too much wisdom. I mean, I still have 1,200 wisdom sitting in there for this event. I have hit almost all of my boxes here. I'm 136 million points for this event so far. But I haven't maxed any of these heroes officially because I'm building 2 really, really, really strong APCs. And as soon as I get these 3 other heroes, Razor Militant and Janissary, I will have 3 really strong APCs, all with level 45 heroes that will be utilized. These 3 right here. 1 in an attacking formation, 1 in a defensive formation, and then a new one that I'm going to have to experiment with because I've not used fighters yet. So that's how you actually put the heroes into the APC, and that's how you develop them correctly so you have really strong hits here, regardless of who's attacking you. Because I had level 25s hitting me this week. I'm only level 22, and yeah, I withstood almost all of them. So I think I got hit like 3 times and actually lost. So that was usually when I had people out too. So that's actually just a quick advanced hero demo for you guys. If you have any questions, as usual, just post them in the comments. And yeah, if there's anything else that you guys want to see, please let me know what type of content you would like to see, because I'd love to help you guys out. Once again, this is Wolfgar from 329. Yeah, love helping you guys out. Thanks.